Well, this morning we're taking you inside a sibling-owned business in Lincoln Park.
Rockin' Rags is offering boutique styles at affordable prices. Our Jackie Kostek is live there this morning. Jackie, we've heard they didn't always sell clothes. Is that true?
Yeah, Dana, Audrina, good morning to you. Yes, so this is Kira and David Kessler, and it was actually their dad who originally started a store called CD City up in Highland Park many years ago, but it was more than 10 years ago in 2013 that they started transitioning that family business into what they have now, which is 2 locations of Rockin' Rags. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yes, thanks so much for
Good morning.
being here. Appreciate it, you guys. Okay, or actually, we're here with you, so now you're here with us. Well, both, I guess, works. Kira, let's start with you. How did that transition happen from CD City, your dad's original album and CD store, to what you guys have now?
Yeah, growing up, we grew up in our dad's music store. Yeah. We would call it Camp CD City over the summer. And so we learned to work retail. And as the early 2000s progressed, people stopped buying music altogether, which is scary when that's your family business. Yeah. And so always a problem solver. I always loved fashion. I'm like, we need to do something. I was in high school at the time. I started an Instagram. We started bringing in, do you remember those junk food teas, Little Miss Sunshine, etc.?
Yeah.
Taking pictures of my friends, and then finally decided, let's take a leap of faith. Let's open Rockin' Rags. So the name is inspired by rock and roll, and the rest is history. So we started with just a few $1,000s, one tiny storefront. We rapidly outgrew it and moved into our space in Highland Park where we are today. A few years later, online store, Lincoln Park, and here we are.
That is amazing. It's so enterprising of you too, at that point in your life in high school, to really kind of push the brand forward and make that evolution. And David, I know a big part of like what you guys have done too is to expand online. How did you do that, and how did you get so big on social media?
Right. Well, going back to 2019, I just left my last company and I knew how to build websites. So I thought naturally, family business needed a website.
Yes.
Let's build a website and then on to the next thing. But turns out that was the thing. Yeah. In fall of 2019, got us on TikTok when people were just starting to use it. And after a few weeks of posting 3 to 5 times per day with some college-age interns, we went super viral. Millions of views. Our email subscriber list went from 500 to 50,000. And then we launched the website in January of 2020, which, as it turns out, with COVID coming that March, was a really good time to launch a website.
I would say so. I would say so. David, Kira, thank you guys so much for your time this morning. Dana, Audrina, we're going to be showing off a lot of the fashion finds as we go through the morning as well. And like you said, a lot of the pieces in here are really affordable. Much of what you see is actually under $100. So if you want some amazing, trendy items, this is where you come. Rockin' Rags in Lincoln Park, also up in Highland Park. Ladies, back to you.
All right.
Welcome back this morning. We are taking you inside a family-owned business in Lincoln Park. It's called Rockin' Rags, and it's offering boutique styles at affordable prices. Our Jackie Kostek is live there this morning. Jackie, we've heard that they didn't always sell clothes, that there's just a family story behind the boutique as well.
Audrina, good morning to you. Absolutely. It's all about family, really. So it's Kira and David who co-own the store now, which is called Rockin' Rags, but it was actually their dad who started a store called CD City up in Highland Park many years ago. And it was about 10 years ago, or a little more than 10 years ago, that they made this evolution, this transition into Rockin' Rags. So I'm here with Kira and David this morning. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Okay, what is so cool is that you guys also have your own line of clothing now. So it's not just that you're selling other brands, but you're actually selling your own brand called Rockin' Rags. How did that come to be?
You know, when we were shopping for clothes, we saw that there was some key aspects missing in the market. So the things that would normally make women self-conscious, like mini skirts with no built-in shorts underneath, or tank tops that are see-through and not supportive, I was frustrated with not being able to find those pieces that I needed in my own closet. So I said, you know what? I'll design my own.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. We do have to mention, too, that Kira is dressed head to toe in things that you can buy here at Rockin' Rags. So the sweater is actually over there. That's not a Rockin' Rag sweater. I mean, they sell it here, but it's not the brand. But the tank top is, and the jeans are a brand called Cello, right?
Correct. So this is the do-it-all tank. This is one of my solution-oriented garments. So I know a lot of women do not love wearing bras. It's difficult, it's uncomfortable, and so we designed this tank with double layer in it, with lace that you could dress up or down, anywhere in extra small to triple extra large at an attainable price point. And it's super comfortable. So the inside material is going to be buttery soft. The jeans, same thing. I like to be comfortable but be cute. So these are super flattering. They have Lycra and stretch within them. So I find myself wearing these literally every single day. It's hard to wear another pair.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a little shopping while I'm here at Rockin' Rags in Lincoln Park this morning as well. David, let's talk about some of the touches in this store that are sort of paying homage to what your dad started many years ago. You've got the David Bowie poster over here, the Grateful Dead poster over here, and that actually ties into what you're doing with some of the clothing too, right?
Absolutely, and great observations. Our dad would be really happy that you mentioned Bowie, because that's his favorite.
Awesome.
Going back to that CD store, we still name a lot of our clothing after songs. For example, one of our best sellers, it's called the Sunshine Daydream skirt, named after a Grateful Dead song.
Which is right here. Yep. Comes in a bunch of different colors too.
You see in our sign, we carry the new Taylor Swift album. So yes, we sell clothing. That's most of what we do these days, but we love music. Music is at the heart of what we do. So we still carry some good vinyl as well, old titles and new alike.
What does your dad think about what you've created here at Rockin' Rags?
I mean, he helped create it, so I think he's really proud of it. He's proud of us. And ultimately, he loves that we can still incorporate music, you know, going back to what he started all the way back in 1988, but in a modern business, you know, because of course people don't buy music and CDs like they used to, but we still are able to incorporate that into a model of clothing where people are shopping.
Absolutely. And it really is a whole vibe. I mean, I love that it's the Sunshine Daydream skirt, which I probably would not have known was a Grateful Dead song, but now I do. And it does kind of create a whole ambiance around it, which I love. David, Kira, thank you so much for your time this morning. Guys, they have 2 locations of Rockin' Rags. It's here in Lincoln Park, also up in Highland Park, which was the original location they started in 2013. Coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, we're actually going to have models here because they just had a fashion show for Chicago Fashion Week. So we're going to kind of recreate a bit of that fashion show. Audrina, back to you.
This morning, we are taking you inside a family-owned business in Lincoln Park. Our Jackie Kostek is live this morning at Rockin' Rags. And Jackie, we've heard that they didn't always sell clothes.
Dana, good morning to you. Yeah, they actually started as like a CD and album store back in the day. So it was Kira and David whose father started CD City up in Highland Park many years ago. But in 2013, they evolved the store into what it is now, which is Rockin' Rags. So I'm here with Kira, the co-owner this morning. Kira, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, and we've got 3 models here with us as well. We are in the Lincoln Park location, but again, they do have the location up in Highland Park as well. But let's talk a little bit about something that you've done from the very beginning of the store, which is use real women as models. Not to say that models aren't real women too, but you're using people who are not working models, I would say, right?
Yes, and that's something that we're really proud of. Is since the very beginning, you know, I started off just by taking pictures of my friends. I was in high school, featuring them on the Instagram, and as we've grown, we've wanted to stay true to our roots and be authentic, that any woman can be a model. If you have confidence, you don't need to look like some cookie cutter woman, and that's what we want to show on our page. And so we want to inspire confidence in your everyday woman, that anybody can feel beautiful, can tackle their life if you have the outfit to do it. And actually, that's how we found all of the models for our fashion show, is just real people through social media.
Yes, I was going to say social media has been huge for you guys almost from the beginning, but especially during the pandemic time. Talk a little bit about how you put out this casting call for the Chicago Fashion Week, your first fashion show last week, and who you got. I mean, the kind of response that you got from that.
Yeah, when we decided we were doing the Chicago Fashion Show, I went on TikTok and started this series called From Rags to Runway. Super authentic. I said, we're going to create a fashion show. This might be crazy, but we're doing it. And then I put out a casting call and I said, no modeling experience needed. We want real women who are cool, who are confident, and want to represent Rockin' Rags. What I didn't expect is that I would wake up in the morning to tens of thousands of views. So between Instagram and TikTok, this got over 100,000 views. I had a Google form. By the time I woke up, it had over 2,000 entries, and I immediately had to cut cut it off because I wanted to meet every single woman. But what I didn't expect was that instead of coming to these casting calls and competing with each other and giving like mean looks, everyone was cheering each other on. They were going to get drinks after. It was the most supportive girl power environment, which is everything that Rockin' Rags stands for. So I was so proud.
Oh my gosh, Kira, that is reason to be proud to create that kind of empowerment behind the brand, which is amazing. We have to actually mention the models. You guys look so great this morning. Thanks so much for coming in and showing off some of the clothes from Rockin' Rags. Kira, we're looking at some of the fall trends right now. What are you seeing that each of the models is wearing?
Yes, absolutely. So Mia over here is wearing our matching polka dot set. We're seeing that polka dots are huge. It's probably the biggest print for fall. Also, the color brown is everywhere. So this is a fun little going out look. You can also pair it with boots.
That makes me feel good that I'm wearing brown this morning too.
Very fashionable. Then we have Lexi in a chunky sweater. Again, we're seeing little mini skirt with boots. This is a way that you can dress up a look, but still keep it comfy and cute. So I see her wearing this to the pumpkin patch or out with her friends when it gets to be cooler in Chicago.
Yes.
Really cute and cozy.
Yes. I actually do feel like that's perfect for this time of year because it's still 70 degrees. The sweater feels good, but you can show a little leg because it's not that cold yet, which is nice. All right, last up.
And then we have Alicia. So she is wearing some boot cut pants, which is actually a big trend that we're seeing coming in. We move away from the skinny jeans. We move towards a boot cut or a wide leg. She is paired with some accessories from Square Vintage Company, which are amazing. And then we love this little top. You can wear it in multiple ways. So she has it tied across her arm right now. You can also tie it up on her shoulder. We see that lightweight mesh. That's fabulous, but really fuller length going out tops are what we're going to see seeing a lot of because the low rise is coming in.
Oh no, say it ain't so, Kira. Kira, thank you so much for your time this morning. Ladies, thank you for your time as well. This is Rockin' Rags up in Lincoln Park, again, a family-owned business with the brother and sister duo, which is awesome. They started up in Highland Park. Dana, we'll see you next hour.
We are taking you to a Chicago boutique run by a brother and sister duo.
It's called Rockin' Rags. That family business started as a record store, then they pivoted into fashion, still keeping music as part of what they do. Jackie Kostek joining us live from the Lincoln Park store. And Jackie, they just participated in Chicago Fashion Week as well.
Ladies, good morning to you. Yeah, it's all about evolution for Rockin' Rags. They just keep pushing the boundaries and doing new things. And yes, they just participated in their first ever Chicago Fashion Week last week. So I'm here with Kira, the co-owner here. Good morning to you, Kira.
Good morning.
Yeah, congratulations to you for participating in the first Chicago Fashion Week, or the second Chicago Fashion Week, but first for you guys. How did that come to be? How did you guys get involved?
You know, we always dreamed of having a fashion show, and I never thought it possible, but Chicago Fashion Week is so up and coming.
Yes.
We have such an amazing fashion scene here. And so when a representative from Fashion Week pitched the idea to us, he said, you know what, let's do it, and let's do it in our hometown. Let's do it somewhere we've been going since David and I were little kids. So we did it at Michael's Grill and Salad Bar, and we called it a Chicago-style fashion show. So all of the retro diner vibes, the branded bites. We built a pop-up shop inside the restaurant. It was amazing.
Amazing. And you can see some of those pictures on social media right now, but we've actually recreated some of the fashion show looks this morning. So let's kind of step to the side, and we're going to have our first model. Who's our first model, and what is she wearing?
This is Lexi. Lexi is wearing an off-the-shoulder brown mini dress with a bubble hem. You could see the silver heartwear and the drop waist, all very on trend right now.
I was going to say, and the brown too. Okay, our next model is who, and what is she wearing?
This is Mia. She is wearing some of our favorite suede micro shorts. Micro shorts are very in. A Free People top and bralette, and then she paired it with this fabulous grommet bag.
Yes, and I have to say the boots look so good with the look overall too. She's killing it. I love it. Final look for us. What's her name and what is she wearing?
We have Alicia here. She's wearing our Close to You dress, which is actually available on our website right now, along with the Free People sheer lace top. We love pairing it in an unexpected way.
Yes, I love it. Okay, ladies, kind of come over to the center and we'll take a look at the looks one more time. And actually, I do have to mention that sheer blouse is actually right over there, so you can see how it would pair as a separate too. But going under that dress is, like you said, so unique, so cute. What did you learn about yourself by doing this fashion show?
I learned that your dreams are within reach. I think there's always opportunity for self-doubt, but when you push yourself and do scary things that are outside of your comfort zone, I just kept repeating the mantra, failure is not an option, and we didn't fail. We actually thrived. We had so much great feedback, and I can't wait to do it again, bigger and better. There's really no limit for what Rockin' Rags can accomplish.
Kira, thank you so much for your time this morning. I have to mention really quick, all of the models were first-time models too. So not only are they doing something that scares them, but they brought in a bunch of people to do something for the first time too. Ladies, back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. And we'll be right back.